The agreement we've signed today, we've witnessed the signing today, is a very important agreement. We've negotiated this agreement over the last 1 year. All factors necessary for ensuring that this agreement benefits Kenya as much as it does Germany have been taken into account. It covers an array of areas. It is not limited to any particular area. All skills that are developed in our technical vocational institutions, which, by the way, mirrors to a great extent the technical education here in Germany. And part of the agreement that we have made in this partnership is to twin and to provide mechanisms for ensuring that qualifications from institutions in Kenya mirror qualifications in institutions in Germany, so that there is ease of transfer of skills and labor into the job market. Let me also underscore that as part of this package, we will explore opportunities of the German language also being expanded, enriched in Kenya to provide for ease of communication as we build this ecosystem of relationship and partnership. And finally, as to whether this will affect our industrialization agenda in Kenya, I want to assure you that we have skills, we have developed a huge human capital. As you may be aware, Kenya is a young country. I think our median age is 19 and a half, maybe 20. So we have a huge bulge of young people. If I give you an example, yesterday we advertised for some opportunities in Kenya. We require 20,000 people, 140,000 people applied. So that tells you we have a huge young population that not only can satisfy our industrialization agenda in Kenya, but can be made available to industrialization here in Germany. And therefore, there is no risk whatsoever as to the migration of labor into Germany undermining our own industrialization and progress. In fact, it will provide an avenue for us to tap into the skills in this country, the technology in this country, and create a better people-to-people relationship. Let me also commend Germany for their belief in Kenya and their belief in our continent. You supported the participation of Africa in the G20. I have just briefed Chancellor Scholz that we are undertaking a comprehensive reform of the institution of the Africa Union so that we can make it much more fit for purpose and we can align it with the requirements and the dictates of this century so that the Africa Union can represent Africa much more effectively, can provide a mechanism for the world to help us support and intervene in situations of instability in our continent, but also provide a framework for the huge opportunities that exist in Africa, from renewable energy to natural mineral resources to our huge human capital resources and to the 1.4 billion African market for us to be able to do business together. I have briefed my good brother, Chancellor Scholz, that Africa is ready, Kenya is available for us to work together to forge a better world. We have established bilateral relations between our two countries, diplomatic relations that have flourished, and today we stand on a very solid foundation of firm, cordial, beneficial relations between our two countries. Today we celebrate the signing of this comprehensive migration and labor mobility partnership agreement that will provide a context for expanding the relationship between our two countries, the people-to-people relationship, and for giving us an opportunity to unlock the potential in technology in Germany and human capital in Kenya, where we have a big youth bunch, educated, innovative, hardworking young people who, working in collaboration with Germany, we can combine the innovation, creativity, energy, talent, knowledge of our young people with German investment, technology, and resources, and provide for a win-win outcome. I'm very excited that we have today signed off this agreement that will give an opportunity for Kenyan young people and Kenyan people to work in Germany. And with it, as you have said, Chancellor, provides also an opportunity for those who will have finished their dual duty or who don't have to be in Germany, for them to find their way back at home. An organization that speaks for democracy, that speaks for representation, cannot continue to be in its current form, where a continent of 1.4 billion people has no voice and cannot be seen. It has been our position as Africa that the representation of Africa in the UN Security Council is an overdue attempt. It was a conversation that I had with President Biden when I had a state visit to the United States, and I am immensely grateful that the US has now proposed 2 Security Council seats for Africa. I know you've asked me which countries will be sitting. It's going to be a decision for us. When the 2 seats become available, we will have a conversation as a continent as to how we want to be represented. I want to thank Chancellor Scholz for his support for representation of Africa in the most important global institution, the United Nations Security Council. It is untenable to continue the United Nations Security Council in its current form. And therefore, it's a welcome development, and I want to ask the rest of the United Nations Security Council members to support the proposition that has been made. Let me underscore, as Kenya, there couldn't have been a better destination for German investment and German business and German trade than Kenya. And I will give you only 3 reasons why. We have some of the best human capital resource anywhere in the world. And German companies, numbering about 120 in Kenya, will speak for us. Number 2, we have established a business framework, an investment framework, a trade framework with our special economic zones, export processing zones, to make sure that we create the necessary environment to encourage business, investment, and trade. And also, as you all know, 93% of our grid is renewable energy. If you're looking for a destination to decarbonize some of your industrialization, the destination is Kenya. We intend to make our grid 100% green by 2030. And we will be partnering with Germany as you establish the hydrogen facility and office in Nairobi for us to use German technology, German expertise to unlock our renewable energy resources that would help us produce fertilizer and other green products, including iron and steel. And I want to invite Germany to join the Africa Green Industrialization Initiative that brings together now 11 countries in Africa for us to combine the available resources, opportunities in Europe with the resources available in Africa.
And Feza will sign for the Republic of Kenya, the Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs and Diaspora, His Excellency Dr. Musalia Mudavadi.
Ladies and gentlemen. Dankeschön. Thank you.